Failure. I think my biggest failure was when I lost 4.2 million pounds. Yeah, I told you about the business partner that I was with. The business partner wasn't very ethical, and we had different values. And you know the thing that hurt the most is all my friends around me were saying, "Oh yeah, John, you know it's too risky. You're gonna fail." And here's the thing about when you get into business, everybody around you secretly wants you to fail, right? So I remember I made the phone call to my mum, and I called her and I said, "You know, Mummy, I've got something to tell you." She said, "What was it?" I said, "Well, you know, I'm investing in property and all this kind of stuff. I started my business. Well, I think I've lost everything." And you know what she said to me? I just heard this, "It's okay, come home and I'll make you some food." And I remember, I'll never forget this. So I had to, and it was like painstaking because, you know, I told my parents always go out and they eat around the parents with other people. Well, they would make excuses for not showing up so they didn't have to talk about their son. And I remember moving back to my parents' house and working out of their spare room. The spare room was no bigger than, it was so small that when you open the door would actually hit the edge of the bed. That's how small it was. And the bed was actually a fold-up bed. I had to fold the bed up just so I had working space. And I remember I went back there for 6 months and kind of like feeling sorry for myself and thinking to myself, is this good? Is this not good? Should I be doing this? Should I just go back to a job? And I remember asking myself a question, well, if I could do it once, I can do it again. And this is what I learned from, and this is, when Marcus talked about the mindset and of self-made millions, do whatever it takes. And I started reading a lot of autobiographies, right? And I started finding out stories on people, reading up on how people made it. And that really inspired me. I thought, well, if this person was an entrepreneur, and if you look at most entrepreneurs, most of them are like, some of the most successful ones have gone bankrupt or even gone to jail. Like Richard Branson went to jail. I don't know if you know this, right? And he lost everything and now he made it back again. And when I'm listening to those stories, I'm thinking, my God, I now know why the richest person in the world, like Warren Buffett, says the biggest investment is in yourself. Because you can take away my cars, you can take away my houses, you can take away all my money, but within a year, I'll be a multimillionaire again. Because the one thing you cannot take away is your knowledge. And that's, I would say, my biggest failure.